Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Canvas Conversations. Joining me on the show today for the first time is the former LFA bantamweight champion, Ricky Simone. He's the former bantamweight champion because he will be vacating his title now that he has signed with the UFC. What's going on, brother? How you doing, sir?
Hey man, how you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. What did you have going on today?
I'm just relaxing, running some errands, picking out my post-fight attire. Just relaxing, man.
Nice, nice. What do you got for post-fight attire?
Uh, Nothing yet. I came out to pick some stuff. My girlfriend tagged along, and just been shopping for her. So I haven't got there yet.
That's how it goes, right?
Yep.
You went out for you and it ended up being about her, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you just got back from Hawaii. How was that?
It was a short trip. It was a short camp. So I went over there, just went over there to get my live rounds in with the boys at Hawaii Elite MMA, and great trip. Got to enjoy the sun. As you can see, I'm back in the Northwest, so it's raining. So I got to enjoy it for a little bit, but now I'm back and ready for business.
Right, yeah. Like you said, it's a short training camp. Did you get any time to relax after the fight?
No, no. So I found out while I was in the cage that I got signed to the UFC and I'm fighting in 4 weeks. So, obviously I had to treat the body nice. I just went through a 2 month camp getting ready for a 5 round fight. So I took a few days to kind of let the body relax, but we have a UFC debut and we had to go impress a bunch of people. So we got right back after it.
So how did this all start for you? How did you get started in MMA?
I grew up wrestling my entire life. Once I decided not to wrestle in college, I kind of just took a year off and got fat and kind of just was being kind of lazy. And I had a buddy, Jake Smith, who started fighting, and he's like told me to come in and try it out. He's actually signed to Bellator now, which is cool. Like we both started together, we're both doing pretty good. So yeah, I just gave it a shot. I thought I was doing it as a hobby, and once I started training, 3 times a day, 6 days a week, I was like, oh, this is more than just a hobby.
So is that when you realized that it was going to be a career for you, or did it take some wins to do that?
Uh, I think I kind of, I don't know, like I thought I was just doing it for fun, but I think I hit like 5 or 6 and I was an amateur, and then I started thinking, oh, maybe I can go pro, and then once I went pro, I was like all in. I was like, I'm gonna make it to the UFC.
So I'm curious, after your fight on the Contender Series that you won, were you discouraged at all that you didn't get the nod then?
A little bit. If to be completely honest, I was just very disappointed in myself because they called me, and not to make excuses, but they called me 3 weeks, and to make 135 pounds is in 3 weeks is a little tough. I always say no man should weigh 135 pounds, so that I feel like I was a shell of myself in that fight. Excuse me, and I still thought I showed some good stuff, but not what they wanted apparently, and so yeah, I was a little discouraged, but I went up to the UFC brass right after. I asked them, "What do you guys want me to do? I'm 10-1. What do I need to do?" And they just said, "Stay ready." So that's what I've been doing since then. I've stayed ready. I've been taking on anyone. I'm on a good I'm on a good win streak with some good finishes, and yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, you end up getting the nod like you said, and you're coming off of two big wins, and the last one with a big KO over Zani. How did it feel to get that big win? And you talked about knowing right away that you got it, but when did you find out? When was the moment that you found out you got the call?
My manager was actually my third person in my corner, so I got that 59-second knockout. He was already at work texting. I found out while I was still in the cage, so I just got a knockout defending my world title. He jumps in the cage, grabs me, hugs me, and tells me, shows me his phone, shows me the text, says you're in. We got to fight in 4 weeks. So it was a crazy night.
So how does that feel to know that you get signed finally, but that you have to fight in 4 weeks? Is that like,
Uh, it was, I mean, it's a dream come true. Obviously, it's super exciting. But then again, like the way I work, like I'm super motivated, and I usually when you fight, you have that like sense of relief. You're like, oh, okay, I did it. I made it through training camp. I made it through the fight. I got the win. So it's like you usually get that week to decompress. So I didn't really get that. Like right, I'm like excited. I'm like going crazy, and my manager tells me, and I'm like awesome. And then I'm like, oh crap, we gotta get to work.
yeah, right. Right. What does that mean to you to get this opportunity? I'm sure there's been a lot of hard work that's gone into getting here. So, what does it mean for you to finally have this?
I mean, it's everything. It's what I've been. My life's been dedicated to this for several years now. That's all I've been doing. I've poured everything into it. You know, my body, my time, my finances. So it's just a dream come true, and I'm so excited to finally be here and stay here.
Absolutely. You've got a very tough opponent in Merab Davishvili. How do you like that matchup for your UFC debut?
I love the matchup just because I haven't fought a lot of guys like him. A lot of really strong wrestling, grappling type. A lot of the guys I've been fighting have been wanting to strike with me and try to knock me out. So it's gonna be interesting to see a guy who's gonna try to shoot that double leg and hold on. And it's gonna be a fun puzzle to solve.
How do you see the fight playing out?
I think I'm going to be able to defend Marab's shots and overwhelm him on the feet, and I think I'm just going to beat him up, and it's going to be exciting. We're both explosive bantamweights, both strong bantamweights, so it's definitely going to be an exciting fight. But I'm going to get that win.
What are you looking forward to most about fighting in the UFC?
Oh man, there's just so many things. I'm so excited to experience like fight week. I've been watching like I've been embedded forever. You know, I've been following fighters, so I'm excited to get to go there and experience. You know, what I've been watching for years and years since I was a little kid. So yeah, I'm just excited to live it.
Absolutely. Anything you're looking forward to eating after the big weigh-in?
Oh man, there's a long list. It's been like I said, I've been in training camp for a while. Man,
Right.
I've been skinny for a while now, so I grew up fat. I was a fat kid growing up. I'm still a fat kid at heart. So uh, there's plenty, but I'm definitely gonna be. I like to get a peanut butter cheeseburger. I don't know if you ever had one of those. That's
No.
yeah.
A peanut butter cheeseburger?
Oh yeah, man. You got
Oh, bro. Do you
dude.
make it yourself or do you go somewhere to get one?
Oh no, I can't. No, I'm not that skilled. No, there's like a lot of places that that have them, like Killer Burger over here, and yeah, it's different, but it's good. So I'm definitely gonna get one of them and a beer.
There you go. There you go.
So,
It's been a while, right?
yeah, it's been a while. I've been yeah. Luckily, I've been working with a new a meal prep company called Clean Eats 808. So my weight's been on point, and I've been eating good. So it hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too bad, but I need some ice cream and some beer in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. Well, man, every camp's a little different, but now that you're preparing for the big leagues in the UFC, has anything changed for you? I know it was a short notice camp like we've talked about, but has there been any big changes for you?
Not yet, just because it's been so fast. I've just been doing the same thing. I've been doing just hard work. I've never been scared of hard work. I love it. I embrace it. So, I mean, I'm sure some things are gonna change, like not being broke all the time, hopefully. Uh, but yeah. I mean, it's been rushed. It's been a quick camp, so it's same old, same old.
What did you do for a job before you were fighting or while you were kind of making your rise through the ranks?
Anything and everything just so I could train full time. So um, I've been coaching. I've been running a middle school wrestling program for like 7 years, 7 8 years now. I coach on the side. I do various things. I do a bunch of different side jobs just to make money, but my main focus is training. So I just if I have to go work, I work. But sorry about that. I've been able to just work. Or just been able to train and focus on that for a while now, which is nice.
Well, with only training all the time or training full time, I know sponsors probably play a big role in you getting to the fight. So if there's anybody that you'd like to thank or shout out, feel free.
Man, I have a plethora of sponsors, and I always forget a few, so I always feel bad. But yeah, like you said, sponsors play a huge role in what we do, especially when we're coming up. So I just want to thank all my sponsors. You guys know who you are. I really appreciate it. You guys got me through this, and I finally made it, and you guys were a huge part of that. So thank you.
Awesome, Ricky. Well, brother, I appreciate your time. I'm glad we could make this happen, man. Before I let you go, what have you been listening to as far as music lately? And do you have a walkout song picked out?
Man, I've been on Russ heavy lately. I don't know if you know who that is, but
No.
yeah. So I've been listening to Russ a lot lately. I have a few different songs I'm looking at. I'm not sure yet, but definitely I'm coming out to a wrestling.
Okay, you got to keep it on the DL or what? Surprise?
Yeah, yep.
There you go. Cool, man. Cool. All right, brother. Well, again, I appreciate your time, Ricky, and everyone be sure to tune in April 21st live on UFC Fight Pass. It'll be Marab Davishvili taking on Ricky Simone. Don't miss it.